Hi, everybody. Good evening. Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Feast at Home. This is our Monday show, and welcome to our singles gig. It's the month of February already. Can you believe it? Napakabilis ng panahon. It's already Monday, and pag Monday, of course, it's time for our single show. So, today is our Gathering in God, also known as our singles gig. Hi, everybody. My name is Ariana Storgalibao, and I will be your host for today. So, this show is for all of you singles, and we have a very exciting topic for today. We are going to be talking about love and dating. Ayan. Syempre, kasi it's already February, love month na, konting kembot na lang, Valentine's na. So, pag-usapan natin ang all about love, dating, and how to navigate all of that. We're gonna have speakers na experts talaga sa topic na ito. They're going to be sharing with us a talk later on at meron tayong Q&A. So, if you have any questions, i-prepare nyo na yan and please type them in the comment section. By the way, magparamdam naman kayo sa akin in the comment section. Sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon, kindly tell me where you are watching us from. Nasang lupalop ka ba ng Pilipinas or ng mundo? Para tayo nasa iisang lugar lang. Kasi here at Feast at Home, we're connecting and staying connected while we are staying protected. Alright, so hello naman dyan. Paramdam kayo. Saan kayo nanonood? Where are you right now? And also, taas ng kamay lahat ng mga singles. Singles, make some noise! Ayan. And also, I'm inviting you guys to share this link, share this video to your friends and family, hold a watch party if you're watching us right now on Facebook, and of course, tag all of your friends, lahat ng mga singles mo na kamag-anak, kaibigan, katrabaho, kabarkada, ka-LG mate, ayan, yayain nyo sila na manood dito, itag nyo sila sa comment section, or i-share nyo tong link na to sa inyong mga GCs, sa mga group chat nyo. Ayan. So, halika na tayo at mag-hello sa ating mga manonood ngayong gabi. Hello, good evening, Joe Vincent Batino, watching from Taguig. Lapit lang daw, isang kembot lang yan. Rean is watching us right now from Calamba. Represent. Hello, Calamba. Okay, naku, may mga magtatanong na raw. I-ready nyo yung mga tanong nyo. Marjorie Castro is watching us from Quezon City. Hello sa mga taga-QC. Sis Pat is also from QC, watching from Project 3. Ayan. And Deguma is watching us right now from Rojas City, Capiz. Ang galing. Maria Carmela Pascual from Pasig here. Ha ha ha. Taas na energy niya. Maricar Reyes from Marikina. Jade Sales, sabi niya, I'm here. Hello. Thank you for being here. We're so happy na nanonood kayo right now. Si Sean, watching from Makati. Hello. Si Cor, nagtataas ng kamay. Singles daw. Hello. Ayan siya. Si Fred, si Brother Fred. Hello. Si Sis Len. Hi. Nasa Makati rin daw siya. Si Randy, hahantingin natin to. Nasa Loyola Heights, Quezon City. Ayan. Amor, Kubilyan. Good evening, watching from Cavite. Ayan, hello mga B. Ang daming taga-QC right now. Ito si Marie naman, saying hello from Bulacan. Hershey! Hi, Hershey! She's watching us from Santa Ana, Manila. Wait, napakarami talagang QC right now. Aba, marami yatang single sa North. Parang maganda yan. Kasi kung lahat kayo taga-North, tas single kayo, ibig sabihin madali lang kayong pwede mag-meet up. Pero pandemic. So ingat kayo. Malalaman natin mamaya paano ba mag-date during this pandemic. So lahat ng mga singles, hello, represent. Si Anna, she's watching us right now from Cagayan de Oro. Hello! Si Arvin. Hello, Arvin Joseph. Kumusta? Good evening, sis Arian. I'm a single from Parañaque City. Kamukha mo si Park Boy, yung gumanap sa Strong Girl Bongsun. Ay! Taray! Siguro it's the bangs. I see, watching from the City of Smiles, Bacolod. Woohoo! Ayan, napakarami. Oh, ito, Quezon City na naman. Ang dami. Mag-meet up na nga tayong lahat ng taga-QC. Melonia is from Mandaluyong. Ayan. Ang daming singles sa QC, sabi nga ni Steph D. Statistically raw proven yan. Ooh. So, welcome. Thank you for watching again. This is our singles gig. Hi, everybody. Please share this link, share this to your friends, your family, sa lahat ng mga single na nangangailangan ng gabay at ng mga words of wisdom or just like things that you should know and a bunch of new learnings. Dahil February na, usapang pag-ibig na naman tayo. Halika na at matuto tayo ngayong gabi. Gumimik na tayo sa mga nanonood sa atin mula sa kanilang pinagtatrabahuhan. Hello, salamat. Sa mga nakauwi na at nasa bahay, good job. Please stay safe at tara na, mag-singles gig na tayo. All right. Okay, again, we're going to be talking about love and dating this beautiful Monday morning. And we're going to have some very special guests later on. But before all of that, of course, we're going to start the show with worship and by asking God for His guidance and grace. So, brothers and sisters, may we invite you all to join us in our opening worship.
I close my eyes and colors fly. There's no hiding from your grace. I can't deny your heart from mine, and it's unrelenting chase.
I was on the edge of deception, caught up in my own hesitation, until your love took over me. Whoa. So I let go, and I let love show me life like it's supposed to be. An oasis, here awaits us, all the freedom I'll ever need. Now I'm alive. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I found life. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I found life. When I let go, then I found life.
The higher way is calling me to a life unlike before. The Father's heart is beckoning, and I can't resist no more. Lead me in the ways of devotion. I don't wanna get caught in the motions. My heart is only for you, Lord. Oh, so I let go and I let love show you life like it's supposed to be. An oasis here awaits us, all the freedom I'll ever need. Now I'm alive. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I found life. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I find life. La 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 la. When I let go, then I found life.
So I let go and I let love show me life like it's supposed to be. An oasis here awaits us, all the freedom I'll ever need. Now I'm alive.
When I let go, then I found life. When I let go, then I found life. La 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 la. When I let go, then I found life. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I found life. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I found life.
Hi, everybody. Good evening once again. Welcome to our singles gig, our gathering in God. Itong Monday night na ito ay para sa lahat ng mga singles. February na, Valentine's na naman. Masaya ka ba nung nafe-feel mo at paparating na naman ang araw ng mga puso? Well, today, let's try to navigate those emotions and try to find out how does love and dating and relationships work during this crazy pandemic. So right now, we're inviting you guys to share this video, tag all of your friends, lahat ng mga single na kakilala nyo, yung mga looking, yung mga happy naman na single, basta lahat ng mga hindi pa married at single, pwede kayo dito. Kahit na may boyfriend kayo or girlfriend, pwede pa rin. Single pa rin kayo. Okie dokie. So, we would also like to say hello sa mga nanonood na graduates ng Love Life Retreat. Meron tayo kanina from Love Life Retreat Batch 31. Regine Alba, represent. Ayan. Thank you guys for watching us right now and we're so happy that you're here. My name is Arian and kakatapos lang ng ating worship. Right now, let's hear some words from the builder of Feast at Home Bay Area, Pasay. He is a doctor, he's an author, a musician, and of course, a builder and our friend. Please welcome Brother Didoy Lubaton.
Thank you, Arian. Salamat kay Marlon na pumapalakpak. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Kung saan ka man nanonood, welcome, dear feaster. And if it's your first time to join the feast, welcome. You are at home with us and you are loved. Thanks so much because of these efforts with the singles. I think ang ganda ng topic for tonight. Pebrero na, katapos lang ng Enero. Kamusta ka naman? Buhay na buhay o basag na basa? Ayan, naglalaro siya sa likod ko. Okay, and so, guys, I just want to give a simple word to the singles and anybody else who are watching here. Alam mo, ang ganda ng talk natin kahapon sa feast. I hope that you could get to watch our feast talks every Sunday. I was able to preach yesterday in the published sessions and our one big message yesterday is God loves the broken people. Ayan, akmang-akma. Kasi alam mo, when we talk about love, when we talk about dating, when we talk about February, ayan, a lot of brokenness lumalabas dyan, o na-enhance, or nahi-heal. So, ang ganda ng ang ganda ng word that God loves broken people. And ikaw, gusto kong tanong sa'yo, comment ka naman. Broken ka ba? Or may pinagdadaanan ka ba? Or what's your brokenness? Kasi alam mo, singles, you may be single, but you are never alone. You know, we are doing feast broadcasts every single day of the week just to give a little hain. May maihain naman tayo sa ating feasters every single day of the week. And we want to be hopeful. Why? How much frequency do you need hope? Do you need it every month? Do you need it every year? We need it every day. So in some simple way, we're coming out with shows every single day of the week so that you will receive the hope and the giver of hope most especially. Ayan, si Steph na-comment, single but never alone. Ayan. So I have been, Mai and I as a couple, we started as singles and then we got together 7 years before we even got married. And it wasn't a smooth, straight road. Meron talaga yung at ang dating time namin, even before us, madami ding mga taong dinaanan yan. But God blesses the broken road, no? God blesses the broken. May kantang ganun God bless the broken road that led me back to you and straight to you. So kami ni Mai, broken roads yan, and eventually God put it together. I want to just give us, a message to you of hope that you may be broken, but God restores. God makes us whole again. And your dreams, your relationships may be broken, but remember, Jesus is the builder, the rebuilder and restorer of hearts and lives. I remember vividly, there was a couple who got engaged, and we're happy for them. They made preparations, but in the preparations towards their wedding, they had a crisis. Um, Issues came up from their family backgrounds, their personal selves, at talagang ano sila, they got in touch with me individually. Tapos humingi ng tulong. Ano ba naman sasabihin ko pag gano'n, di ba? Nakakabasag talaga yun. Broken na broken yun. Tapos tinatanong nila ako, anong gagawin namin? Anong gagawin ko? Tapos sabi ko, what is God trying to tell you at this situation? And eventually, they really broke up. And there was such big brokenness on the individuals. And the ano yung feeling nun. And they really talagang nawala. And then we guided them, or at least we journeyed with them. Kasi lahat naman tayo may brokenness din eh. At their particular season of their lives, may ganun silang brokenness. So we journeyed with them. So eventually, there came a point, time heals. Given enough time, they healed. Not fully, but they're on the process of healing. And I asked them individually, what has God been leading you into? Anong direction ni Lord sa'yo? Kasi we believe in the feast that our breaking is our blessing. If God allows it, God has a plan for it. We may not be spared from the pain and the suffering. We may not, have our plans coming true, but God has plans for us. And that will never fail. It will always be good. God will always make everything for our good. So, nung tinanong ko sila, what is God leading you into? This is a broken road. Anong nangyari sa'yo? Tapos, the guy mentioned to me, alam mo, brother dito, na-realize ko, ngayabang ko pala. I got everything planned. Pero yun pala, dami ko pa palang kailangan daanan, matutunan. So the experience of brokenness humbled me. So I'm in this journey of relearning humility. Ang galing. Sabi nga niya, sayang talaga, sobrang sakit. Pero siguro kung hindi nangyari yung breaking na ito, at hindi nangyari yung breakup namin, baka lalong ma-break kami pag kami na at talaga mag-asawa na kami. Mas mahirap kung mayabang pa ako. So, grabe yung leading ni Lord sa buhay niya na, it was God's way of reminding and, humbling moments lead us closer to Jesus. And then the girl I asked, sabi ko, kamusta ka naman? Ano nangyari sa'yo? Sabi niya, alam mo, brother Dito, I realized ang dami ko pang personal issues. Kaloka, yun yung word. Dami kong personal issues, and it's been manifesting na pala in our relationship. I am still so insecure about many things in my life. And tama yung sinabi mo, brother Dito, that marriage is a magnifier. Kung hindi namin ma-heal to, kunyari, hindi ko ma-heal personally yung insecurity ko, siguro napakaselos ako pag mag-asawa na kami. Siguro, feeling ko napakaliit ko pa rin. At I feel sorry for them. I don't want to pity people. I believe in the purpose, but I really felt them. Empathizer kasi din ako. And in their experience, I was looking at God and saying, Lord, pwede naman siguro hindi ganito. Pero sabi ni Lord, in my heart when I was praying, sabi niya, you still have a choice. You have a choice. Everybody has a choice. That's the beautiful gift that I have for you. And in whatever choice you make, I'm there for you. God loves broken people. My dear friend, if you're going through some brokenness, present it to God. Surrender it to God. Because in the cracks of our health, our mind, our hearts, that's where the love, the grace of God could seep in. The bigger the breaking, the bigger the blessing that could come into your life. I want to speak hope, faith, and love to you today. And may you be so blessed as you hear the Word of God expressed through our speakers throughout this night. And don't let this day pass when you will receive the love of God that will restore your heart, that will make you whole again. And there's always hope for tomorrow. We have a brand new month. This is the month of love. Not necessarily romantic, but the love of God in us. Receive God's love tonight and every single day of our lives. Thank you so much, dear feasters. That's my word for you tonight. And I'm so excited for our speakers for tonight. God bless you. Go, Aryan. Help me out.
Yahoo! Thank you so much, Brother Didoy. Indeed, God loves the broken and He blesses the broken. So, whether you are feeling broken right now, feeling lost, confused, or even if you are happily in a relationship, baka matagal na kayo, going serious, or about to get married, or even if newly married lang kayo, pwede kayo sa show natin today. Again, welcome to our Singles Gathering in God. This is our gig. And our topic for today is love and dating, especially during this time of the pandemic. Saying hello to all of our viewers right now. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Please feel free to watch this, share this video to your friends, tag your friends, your LG mates in the comment section. And if you have any questions, mamaya magkakaroon tayo ng Q&A. So, i-ready nyo lang yung mga questions nyo. All right. So, right now, wag na nating patagalin pa. Let me introduce to you our speakers for tonight. All right. Our speakers are both graduates of the Family Ministry course from Ateneo de Manila. They are speakers and resource persons at workshops, radio, and television programs on parenting, marriage, and family. Allan and Maribel help prepare couples for marriage in the Discovery Weekend marriage preparation program for over 20 years now and are regular columnists for The Feast magazine. They were columnists of the Working Mom magazine for over 15 years. They have co-authored 2 relationship books, Thinking of Marriage and Teen Crush. Allan and Maribel have been happily married for 36 years and have 3 adult children already. Ayan. Maribel is a relationship and parenting consultant for over 25 years. She co-authored 4 parenting books, Helping Our Children Do Well in School, and 3 relationship books. Maribel set up the Love Institute in 2008, and she has been a resource person for various TV and radio programs on ABS-CBN, CNN, GMA, and Signal. In May 2020, she co-founded the online school for parents, making parenting information more accessible to parents. She contributes to the online parent team of Wyatt Philippines and Crossroads magazine as well. Now, Dr. Allan is a family medicine practitioner and a clinical toxicologist with a special interest in family interventions for families with drug-addicted members. He has been a medical consultant for over 25 years at the Philippine General Hospital, both in the Department of Family and Community Medicine and in the National Poison Management and Control Center. Allan is the current chairman of the Department of Family and Community Medicine. For about 8 years, he served as faculty at the Ateneo School of Medicine and Public Health. He has edited 2 books, Counseling Skills for Caring Physicians, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Now, brothers and sisters, please, we are so lucky to have them here tonight. Please give a warm welcome to our speakers for tonight, Dr. Allan and Miss Maribel Dionisio.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Bob. Good evening. Good evening. Huh?
Depends on what part of the world you are.
Good evening to everyone. Good morning to some other side of the world. Thank you for
Yes.
inviting us.
So, one of our favorite topics, love and dating. Lalo na, this is, darling, preventive.
Yes.
Diba?
So, tama. An ounce of prevention is worth
Oh.
500,000 pesos of annulment expenses.
Not to mention heartbreak or yung mga medical cases mo kuminsan
Ay,
sa
oo,
toxicology.
Pag-ibig, maling pag-ibig o sawing pag-ibig yung pinakamadalas na dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon kami ng mga pasyenteng nagsusuicide doon sa poison center.
Naku, itong Pebrero, di ba?
Ay,
Kadalasan
naku,
marami.
oo,
At saka
right.
December, no?
Ako, naghahanda na ako. Kasi pagka usually, Valentine's Day, no problem. It's the day after Valentine's Day na nagkakaproblema kami. So choosing well is very, very important, and I think that's what we're going to be talking about here para hindi naman
Yes.
masyadong broken yung ating February 14th.
At saka hindi broken yung buhay nila,
Right.
di ba?
Mm.
God will help us, but we have to help ourselves as well and make the right choice.
We don't want broken people. We want people who can be the best they can be because they
Yes.
chose well.
So, darling, thank you for bringing out the best in me. Did I bring out the best in you?
Yes, that's the correct answer. Absolutely. Okay.
Galing mo talaga, darling. Oh, we
Well
start.
trained, well trained.
Well trained. All right. So we will what do you call that? Move now to sorry. Okay. Our slide here. Is this okay? Somebody can give us feedback. Aryan, is this all right? Or somebody can text us there. See. All right. Unless somebody will text us, then
We'll assume that everything is fine.
Yes,
Okay, and then you can
so-
see the slides that we have.
Didoy or
Hi, Dr. Allan and Mama Maribel. Looking good. Thank you so much for making time for our team.
All
for our
right.
team.
Sige.
Sige po.
We'll see you in a while. All right. So, going back. Okay. So,
dito sa love and dating, no? Yan. How many of you want to look like this?
buti na, darling. Ayoko yan.
Hmm.
Meron kaya sa audience, gusto nila ganyan?
Tapos sa isa pang tanong, how many of you want to get married and then to be separated? Yan ang ambition
Ay,
niya sa buhay
nako.
niya. Di ba?
Actually, hindi nila ambition yun. Nobody has that as an ambition. But, tingnan natin kung yung mga sangkap so that you will be happy and forever katulad to kaibigan namin, di ba?
Yan, idol. Mga
Feel-
Lodi namin yung dalawa na yan.
Feel yun, no? Happy sila. They're in their mid or late 70s already. And just to let you know, some statistics, no? So that you can be guided. So the SWS, yes, the social weather stations, does surveys also about love. Buti naman, hindi lang puro politics. And in 2015, their study about belief in forever. How many Filipinos believe in forever? Mataas, 73%. Okay? And they asked another question in the same year, and actually since 2002, they've been asking the same question. How many are very happy in the love life? In 2015, sinabi natin kanina, 73% are
Believe in forever.
believe in forever. But only 53% are very happy in their love life in 2015 also, same period. But if you look at 2002 up to 2018, darling, 52% lang ang very happy. And a big part, 36% could be happier.
Parang ang lungkot nun. Could be happier.
Oh, at yan ang mga kailangan mag-counseling kagad. Maybe we go there to that could be happier once in a while. Get help immediately because problematic yan. Sabi nga namin kila Didoy, ang 5 years married, 7, 9, ako, you have to really go for your maintenance. If not, maybe a overhaul sometimes. So
Parang
that,
kotse yan, di ba? Kinakailangan may tune up every so often.
actually, ang tune-up ng mag-asawa kailangan every 6 months to 1 year. Especially for those na walang 3 years boyfriend-girlfriend before marriage. So, what is this myth, darling? They say, di ba? Love comes naturally. And you will know, if he is the one, you will know how to stay in love and be happy. But, that is a myth. And I'm happy, our friend si Pia Ontiveros yan, we've been discussing this topic on how to stay in love. And it is hard work. And it is harder if you don't have information.
Now, if that's the myth, di ba? That you will know there's one person for you and you will recognize him or you will recognize her pagka dumating siya. Well, Ano ba yung totoo? Okay? And ang totoo dito is that love comes in 3 stages.
Oh.
Okay? And itong myth of romanticism is actually what is the basis for the first stage. That's the romantic stage. Di ba?
Yep.
Everything is happy. Okay?
Guwapo
So,
lahat.
yan. So, ito yung mga terms na ginagamit natin para sa stage of romance. Falling in love, nahulog ang puso ko, di ba? She is perfect for me, he's perfect for me.
Saan ka ba nagtago? Bakit ngayon kita nakita?
Yeah, oo.
40 years old na ako.
Ang masama pa dun. Where were you when I was falling in love?
Patay.
Oo.
Ibang topic yan, darling.
Yeah.
And, huwag kayong magkakamali. Marami nag-aasawa sa stage 1. Nako. Do not get married.
Not good.
No.
Okay? Oo. Kasi,
Didoy, pakitanong lahat yung mga mag-aasawa dyan. I mean, based on my clinical experience talaga, my gosh, pag tinanong ko, ilang taon kayong boyfriend, girlfriend bago nag-asawa?
6 months.
6 months, 1 year. O, kaya nasa counseling room sila ngayon.
6 months and 1 year kasi, nandun pa kayo sa romance stage where everything is rosy and everything seems perfect, but wait until you get to the next stage.
May tanong nga dito.
Oh.
Parang bulag ka ata pagka in love. Tama yun, sa stage 1, bulag. Bingi, pipe pa. Because we are in love with the notion of love. So,
later on, we'll explain kung bakit ganun. Bakit napaka-high. There's something biological about that. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
So, but wait till the next stage. Diba? And that's the stage of disillusion.
Mm-hmm.
Yun. So, kung falling in love, ito falling out of love. Kung nahulog ang puso mo, dito nauntog ka na.
Ayan, malungkot na. Umiiyak ka na.
Mm-hmm.
Akala ko, mabait ka. Yung pala. So yung totoong pagkatao, lilitaw din. You have to wait for that stage of disillusionment to come out and you experience it. Like, akala ko na, darling, sabi mo, mahal na mahal mo ako. Sabi ko, di ba mag-aasawa tayo? Hindi, magme-medicine pa ako. Akala ko mahal mo ko. Yun pala.
Yeah.
Pero,
and that's the reason why it's called the disillusionment. Diba? Kasi dati, meron kang akala, you had illusions about the person that you fell in love with. But over time, you start to see the real person. And you start to realize that what you thought were illusions.
mm-hmm.
But now the reality comes. Diba?
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people think that disillusionment is a bad thing. I don't think so. Disillusionment is an eminently good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you cannot love an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
The only person you can love is the real person.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in love with the illusion, you're just fooling yourself. Diba?
There's no one perfect naman eh. So we have our flaws. And better see the flaws before you get married and ask yourself, kaya ko ba? Or nasa listahan ba to? Or are these good reasons to move on to the stage 3?
In fact, when we talk about dating and courtship,
ayan, may nagtanong yan.
Yung tongue-in-cheek, yung tongue-in-cheek, sagot ko doon, why dating and courtship? The purpose for dating and courtship is to be disillusioned. The purpose for dating and courtship is to know what is real and what's just a press release.
Maraming fake news yan sa first year.
Mm-hmm. And therefore, it's important when you're dating that you should see the other person in different situations.
Yes, that's true.
Dapat makita mo pagka happy siya,
sabi nila,
galit siya.
In a sports event, naku, makikita mo yung mga pikon at saka yung mandadaya. Di ba?
Oh.
So, you have to really bring your friend, your boyfriend or girlfriend in various situations para makita natin yung totoong pagkatao.
Tapos dati kasi, di ba, parang yung the attitude was, huwag kang pupunta sa bahay ng boyfriend mo o girlfriend mo unless mag-aasawa na kayo. Pero hindi. I think, all the more, it's important to find some way to see how your candidate behaves pagka nasa bahay siya. Kasi that's where he or she is going to be behaving naturally.
Senyorito ba siya? Maalaga ba siya? wag kayong pupunta sa kwarto. Bawal ang bedroom. Doon lang sa salas, okay? At sa kusina.
You want to be some kind of an anthropologist, di ba?
Right.
Watching how he believes in his native habitat.
Right.
And see, kasi usually, kung anong galaw niya sa bahay, at kung anong
Malamang.
galaw niya dun sa pamilya niya, yun din ang galaw niya pagka nagkaroon kayo ng
Mabait ba siya sa mga kapatid niyang babae? Nako. Or sa nanay niya? Or sa mga katulong? So, mga ebidensya to tungkol sa kanyang pagkatao. Especially if you go to the house on a more rather frequent, you get a lot of information there.
Now, dating is a lot of fun actually kasi dating is fun because there's discovery.
Okay.
Diba? And discovery is always exciting.
Mhm.
Okay? But here's some advice I actually gave my son before. Have fun dating, have fun getting to know the other person, but eventually you're gonna quarrel.
Yes.
When you quarrel, pay attention.
Okay.
Kasi that gives you very important information about the person who is your candidate for a life partner.
Mhm.
Kasi when you quarrel, that's when you're going to find out you and this person can work out happy compromises.
Right.
Yun. Ito problema dito pagka nagkaroon ng sex. Some people kasi pagka nag-away, sex ka agad sila. Bakit? Kasi sex is kind of anesthetic yan eh.
Parang band-aid.
At the end of it, you feel very good after sex, no? But you never settle the issue.
Yeah.
No? So don't use sex as a way of solving your quarrels. You talk about it. That's important. And then you can find out kung compatible talaga kayo. So it's a time of testing talaga. Okay?
Right.
So being able to handle the differences that you have, and there are going to be differences, many, during the period of courtship, that is actually the thermostat to know whether bagay kayo o hindi. Whether you can make a go of a lifetime relationship or not.
And lalo na if you've been together for 3 years, a minimum of 3 years, you can check really if the differences are real and if these are fake. Okay?
3 years, ha? Yung 3 years na yan. Whether you are 23 or 73, 3 years pa rin, di ba?
Ay nako, I prepared couples this year. Merong 54, merong 60. First marriages, ha? Sabi ko, 3 years pa rin because of the 3 stages of love talaga. Matanda na ako. Oo nga, matanda ka, pero doesn't mean that your age is going to help you. Actually, it's going to be a deterrent kasi you've been single for a long period of time and adjusting to this person only after 1 year, I doubt it. You're going to, the difficulties will be much more, and the friendship has not really been really formed between the two of you.
Now, in the next slide is the reason why disillusionment is actually a good thing.
Mhm.
Because when you are disillusioned, then you see the real person. And then, only then, can you decide to love that person.
Yeah.
Diba? Pagka nakita mo na, sige, I know na meron siyang ganitong klaseng mga ugali na parang hindi ko nagustuhan, but overall, this person is really worth loving and I choose to love this person, then that the love is real.
And that line there, it's not a feeling, it has to be a decision. Because ito nga, yung next slide, we will talk about ano ba yung qualifications? What are my dreams and aspirations? Are we moving the same direction? Because good friends have similar values, have similar personalities, and that's why they click as friends, even your same gender friends. More so now with your partner.
And when you make that decision to love, you know what? Lahat ng mga wonderful feelings of the romantic stage come again.
Yep.
Diba? Pero mas malalim siya ngayon.
Yeah.
Diba?
Actually go through that cycle and over boyfriend, girlfriend, hopefully, ang trajectory niya is getting better.
Mm-hmm.
You fall more in love with each other. So, part of preparing is a step to a happy for a happy and forever is to choose well. We must have our standards. Nako. Start writing this. This will be your homework. Or you start writing now, ano ba yung hinahanap kong physical traits? Ako, I was looking for matangkad. Kasi matangkad ako.
Matangkad siya.
Gusto ko-
Ayaw niyang tinitingnan sa ila sa baba yung kanyang asawa.
5'5" and
Gusto
a
niya
half ako
tinitingnan
eh. So
niya.
gusto ko mga 5'10" and above. Ikaw, anong physical na hanap mo?
Kinakailangan ko. Dapat round cheeks, parang
Oh.
sa nanay ko.
Katulad
Okay.
nanay mo. Yeah.
Mm.
Then interests and hobbies. Since I was involved in family ministry work, buti na lang, kakilala kami doon. So alam kong interesado din siya. And up to now, this is what we prepare couples for marriage, and that's our common interest. It's, what else? Common interest, yeah, puro meeting kami dalawa. Mahilig kami sa meeting. Hindi kami mahilig sa, ngayon na lang sa movies. Alright. Then, of course, your personality and values. You have to know your own values and what are important to you. Then, look for that person that will meet this.
Now,
Okay?
ito mga physical traits, interests and hobbies, di ba? Parang yan, mababaw pa yan. Pero as you go down that list, yan, values, mga must-have traits, importante yan. And we're now entering an important topic, which would be
But yeah, and those
The-
values. Well, this one here about the values.
the importance, okay, of similar core values. In
Mhm.
fact, itong tatlo na to, similar core values, emotional maturity, authentic love, ito yung tatlong importante na pagka nandyan, can assure you or can give you a greater chance of happiness down the road in a committed relationship.
Right.
Pero this makes for a good start. Okay?
Mhm.
Now, similar core values, pag-usapan muna natin yan.
Yeah. So, values about love is the partnership more important, or love for parents or in-laws is more important, and money. Naku, money is not talked about a lot, but as then how do we deal with in-laws and parents, our children? So we have to talk, and there is a questionnaire that couples usually answer this, so that they see if are they similar, and the differences that need to be sorted out, or at least understood now. You're not going to be perfect for each other, but you want to understand already way before, preferably, you get engaged to be married, about the core values of each other.
Yan, marami yan. Ha? That's also the reason kung bakit tatlong taon, 2 to 3
Ay,
years yung
nako.
courtship, para makita nyo lahat yan.
Para hindi lang fake news ng mga yan.
And then you can mix and match and see, are my core values compatible with the core, are they the same? Or at the very least, are they compatible with the core values of the person who I'm thinking of marrying?
Yeah. Like
Diba?
if your core value, you want a responsible person, did he keep a job? Meron ba siyang career? Meron ba siyang trabaho? Can he sustain a job for the past 3 years in our relationship? Tingnan nyo yung resume niya. Baka makita nyo doon yung totoong resume. Because some people say, but that was the report. Well, report is different from the experience. So the next one, yeah. So we continue with,
Now, itong compatible interests and common values, no? Okay, kanyan eh. Just to illustrate, nagkaroon kami ng isang couple dun sa nag-attend ng Discovery Weekend. No? Talagang compatible sila sa lahat, except in one.
Oh.
Okay? The guy, kasi yung pamilya nasa US, and all his life, his ambition and his dream was to join his family in the United States.
Mhm.
Yung girl naman, okay, again, compatible sa lahat, pero yung kanyang value is, dito ako sa Pilipinas, kinakailangan tulungan ko yung mga mahihirap. Especially, she was doing a lot of work with urban poor women, trying to organize them.
Yan nangyari doon.
Wala. Hindi sila nagkatuluyan. Because
Buti na lang, hindi nakatuluyan.
their core values were mutually exclusive.
Hmm.
No?
Hmm.
Parang hindi pwedeng ipagsama.
Oo.
So you want to
Can you imagine if they got married? Naku, away galore yan. Or somebody's going to be unhappy if you're just going to give in. So it's important.
Pero good thing, di ba? Yeah, they're both good.
Yeah,
Diba? Good yung being
of
with my
course.
family in the US.
Of
Good
course.
naman yung, working with urban poor women. But hindi siya compatible.
Yep. So,
Next
this-
one. Next
ay, nako.
predictor.
Do you know this emotional picture ni Dave, emotional maturity. Many marriages or relationships suffer because of the immaturity of one
Or both.
or both. Di ba? Walang independence from family of origin. Tumatakbo lagi sa nanay or sa tatay. Or maraming hostilities from childhood. Is flexible and adaptable. Kailangan yun, no? And it was mentioned a while ago ni Didoy that we all have a lot of
Baggage.
brokenness and baggage. Ito, we did not create them, but these are things that come about because of our childhood. And these are possible reasons: the marriage of our parents, the infidelity of one, or if there was been any abuse. So this brokenness we have, yes, we'll pray about it, but please, we have to do a psycho-spiritual approach to it. So you need to get help to unload the emotional baggage
And to
because,
move on. Diba?
yeah,
Or
because
to
it-
grow
it-
from the
it
relationship.
hurts the marriage. These baggages hurts the marriage. Mga fifth, sixth year of the marriage, ayan na. It starts creeping in already.
Now, just because you have any of these critical incidents, or just because your boyfriend or girlfriend has any of these, that doesn't mean that he or she will make a bad partner. No, of course not. But it's important to be able to deal with whatever that or wounds that took place because of these incidents. It's important to deal with them before you get married.
Before you get married. Mga tinik ito. Alisin na
Mm.
natin yung mga tinik and let a professional help you see kung anong klaseng treatment plan yan. And I'm just so sad that we have so many marriages that are uh, problematic because of the emotional baggage, which I said we did not cause it, but it's there. So there are seminars that we give, sessions you can take, and we're happy to report, during this pandemic, a lot of single professionals, maski na walang boyfriend, girlfriend, take this intrapersonal journey, knowing your personal history, your negative and positive experiences, what are your needs, your concerns, and a lot of forgiveness. Nako. Forgive the people who hurt us before, sometimes even forgiving ourselves. So, as a result of the interpersonal journey, you become a Miss Right or a Mr. Right, and Miss Right will meet Mr. Right, and they're both emotionally mature. My gosh, it's such a joy and a good foundation for a relationship. So, what's our third ingredient?
So ano nga ba yung ingredients natin?
Ayan,
So
nandun
the
sa
first one would be similar core
core
values,
values.
emotional maturity, and the last one would be the capacity for authentic love. Okay, can you stretch yourself in order to be able to nurture the growth of your partner?
Okay.
Can you stretch yourself so that your partner can be the best that he or she can be?
Yeah.
When it's not convenient for you, when it's in fact painful for you,
Hmm.
can you do that for your partner? Because if you can, and you have that capacity for authentic love, and so does your partner, then you have the basic ingredients now
Hmm.
for what can potentially be a long-term, mutually exclusive relationship with each other.
Right. And connected dyan yung maturity. You can stretch yourself if you're a mature person. But if we're not mature, parang we're a taker, we want to receive. And here, authentic love, we have to learn how to give as well. And you want to make your dream board. Mga singles nandito. You want a happy marriage. You want a happy family life, a happy couple life. You have to work at it. Starting today, if you haven't started it, in terms of learning more, attending this webinar is going to help you in terms of achieving that. There's so much to learn. Many of your couples, I heard, attend our Discovery Weekend, the marriage preparation, at merong hindi natutuloy. Okay lang yun. At least, mababawasan hopefully ang problema nyo. And the other one you prepare for is the career. Diba? Whether we will be Sa career, we prepare. Yan, doktor. Ilang taon ng doktor? 10, 12, 15 years. And so we have to prepare for our relationship just the way we prepare for our career.
Yung career kasi, magre-retire ka, di ba?
Mm.
Sa marriage, walang retirement yan.
Eh, yung iba pa nga,
Kahit magkahiwalay kayo, walang retirement from the pain.
Yeah.
Di ba? And
not,
from the
not only
wounds.
that, maski na naghiwalay na sila, sabi ko ng isang naghiwalay, akala ko hiwalay na kami ng asawa ko, bakit ang gulo-gulo pa dito sa buhay ko? Kasi may anak sila, so there are things that they have to talk about and all that. So it's just so complicated. So let's go and stay there in the wellness area. All right.
Now, important question. Okay. Is there a role for sex during dating and courtship? Okay. And, kasi some people will say, I want to find out if we're sexually compatible. Kasi, di ba, very, very important yan sa marriage, yung sex.
Oh.
No? And so, the best way to find out is to have sex. Then we can find out kung compatible tayo o hindi. And if you're compatible, then that means that we can have a happy married life. But just to put things in perspective, okay, yan. How do you think sex is and lovemaking in marriage?
1 hour? Mali. Hindi, isang oras yan.
Kapagod yung 1 hour.
Oo. Tulog na kayo nun. Ano. But according to Ray Short and many studies, 8 minutes. Iba pa nga, pwede 5 minutes. Quickie. Di ba? And in good marriages, usually, lovemaking is twice a week. O yung mga married dyan, twice a week. If more than twice a week, very good. So if we
honor student, pagka more than twice a week.
Oh. And so that's about 16 to 20 minutes per week. And how many minutes are there in a week? Ayan. Kinompute na namin. 10,000 minutes. And that's only 0.6% of your time.
So you think of sex, diba? Sex is only a small portion of it. It's important, okay? And later on, we can explain why it's important. But what are you going to do with the rest of the time?
If you're not compatible, you don't have similar interests kasi fake news pa lang pinakita sa'yo and you had only 1 year of your relationship. And therefore, our recommendation is really keep sex in marriage. It increases the chances of really getting to know each other well. Studies show when you have sex, hindi na kukwentuhan. So again, communication becomes a problem later on. Plus, we look at this explanation of my dear sweetie pie.
Okay, now, a little explanation about the biology of sex and its relationship to romantic love and its relationship to long-lasting relationships. No? You see, there are 3 circuits in our brains. There's a circuit for romantic love. Okay, the main neurotransmitter is dopamine, which is the feel-good neurotransmitter in the brain.
Oh, the feel-good, huh?
Sex is another circuit. There's a circuit for sex, na dopamine then, and there's a circuit for attachment. Iba naman yung kanyang neurotransmitter, okay? Oxytocin. Now, the thing about these 3 circuits is that these three circuits are all connected.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning to say that if you have romantic feelings for a person, then automatic dyan, the circuit for sex will be stimulated. Okay? And once you have sex, the circuit for attachment is stimulated also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Which means that when you have sex with one person, you are now biologically programmed to be attached to that person. Kahit hindi mo siya kilala. Kahit hindi kayo compatible. Basta tag-sex kayo, meron ng automatic attachment dyan.
Yung one night stand, na-attach ka rin.
Oo,
diba?
na-attach ka rin.
Paano kung several night stands? O di attach.
Oo. Ang problema, pagka na-attach kayo, pagkatapos, hindi nyo siya talaga kilala, naku, meron ng isang pasyente. Just recently. Siguro 1 taon na sila together, no? Pagkatapos, sabi nung partner, sa live-in partner, Dok, sa totoo lang, hindi ko siya talaga kilala kasi ang tahimik niya. Okay? But so how did you last for so long, the 1 year? Because of this biological
Because
program.
sex was good. They were good in bed. But
so you have that expression na, kasama na kami kasi nagsama na kami. Diba?
Ay, nako.
Oh. So there's actually a biological basis for that kind of expression.
Or yung mga nakikita mong away ng away pero hindi makahiwalay, there's a high chance na nagsisex sila. So, may attachment. But it is easier for couples who, before marriage, they don't have sex, to part ways because at least you didn't activate the attachment
Or at least,
circuit.
when you activate the attachment circuit prematurely,
Oo.
no, then it makes for trouble down the road. No, a lot of disillusionment down the road. But if you go through the process of the 3 stages, several cycles, kilala mo, minahal mo, and then you attach, then sex becomes a very, very powerful way of keeping you together.
Cementing the relationship, as it says.
Yeah. The metaphor, para siyang cement.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, you have to save that cement for marriage. Iba, nasa cemento beforehand, premature cementing.
Marupok yung cemento na yun. But ultimately, you have to realize also that sex ends at some point. Diba? I mean, for whatever reason, old age,
Getting sick.
you can't get it up anymore, naoperahan ka, diba? And you can't have sex anymore. And it can happen even earlier if you meet an accident, for example, God forbid, diba? But you see, that's where you realize that it's not the sex that keeps the couple really together. It is the emotional intimacy.
Which includes that friendship, the fun, your common activities, the companionship. Oh my gosh. It can be orgasmic, darling. Emotional intimacy.
Well, it can be about as close to heaven on earth as it can be.
Right. So, wag kayong magmamadali. Tingnan nyo. Itong taon na to, we prepared this couple. He's 54 and she's 34. And then they had a baby recently.
Wow.
So, you can have, getting married at any age, you get the right partner. Okay? What else? Ito, first marriage at 61 to an 80-year-old. So, it's never too late. You can always have, but you move around, and I heard from them that they really had to move around and meet a lot of people to really suit the requirements. So yung qualifications nyo, importante. So, we just briefly summarize this part, but we have another part here. We'll be talking about the flirting with finesse, because I understand there's some of you here who are still looking for a partner. So we'll have a little information on that. But for single professionals, if this information, this a 2-day program or a series, be something that you will really attend and take, this is preventive. This is education more about yourself, your dreams, your game plan, your own financial management. See about starting already the brokenness of your past life, all the emotional baggage unloading. Then day 2 there, we talk more about the relationships and expectations. What am I looking for? And to assess your emotional maturity and to understand what is authentic love. And also learn more about the male-female differences and planning your future. So if as a single person, things are very clear to you, and you find another single person who went through this process also, my gosh, and you have the same dreams and aspirations, it's really amazing how things can really be a lot better for both of you. This is part of the planning and the education that's needed. And when you've found the partner, before you get engaged, preferably attend Discovery Weekend, a marriage preparation program. We run it now 3 Sundays online, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So on Sunday, Feb 7, we're starting the February run. Yan, Aryan, pwede kayo mag-attend. Maski na 1 year married, you can get a lot of information to heighten really your knowledge about especially the communication part, which is one of the strengths here of the Discovery Weekend. Then also at the Love Institute, our office, this is the book that Allan and I put together, And you see, there are many topics, and many of these topics are not.
Managing ko lang, dapat hindi Allan and Maribel Dionisio.
Ikaw naman, darling,
Dapat
napakahabay.
Maribel Dionisio with Allan. Kasi this was Maribel's thesis.
Yeah,
Yung
but
ginawa niyang
with
libro.
a lot of help from you, sweetie pie. So you're properly given credit there. I would not have finished that if you were not there. So, at saka, mag-question and answer kayo. Masasagot niya lahat yan. Alam niya yan. But just going back, see, there's so many topics that have to be covered, and the one weekend is not enough. I mean, one weekend to prepare for marriage, to make you a great husband or wife? You're joking, di ba? So we also have our marriage preparation that will complement. Ako, I recommendation to take both the one we offer and the discovery weekend to really give you a full treatment in terms of preventive and educative sessions there. So we want marital happiness, and therefore we have to continually take a look at these three areas of our life.
Okay. Now, sabihin natin may criteria na kayo.
Okay,
Okay?
then what?
So, alam niyo na kung anong
Wala pang boyfriend or girlfriend, di ba?
Alam niyo na kung ano hinahanap niyo, di ba?
Okay.
Nakasulat na yan sa Excel file. Tapos may mga point system pa kayo.
Oh, sige.
Kinakailangan, meron kayong ilalagay doon sa column.
Mhm.
Okay? How do you find that person with these criteria?
Lalo na, paano yun? Then sa pandemic, no, medyo nahirapan. But later on, we'll suggest something to them.
Now, even if you think you're not looking, di ba? You are looking. And, di ba, may strategic planning sa mga corporations.
Yeah.
And again, with these corporations, you resign anyway, you retire later on, di ba? Pero for marriage, naghahanap ka ng forever. And so, looking for that person whom you can be happy with forever is an important strategic goal and requires some deliberate strategic planning. And it's important, therefore, to be able to find this person. And remember that just because you see one person doesn't mean na siya na. You need to have choices.
I know several. This other one I prepared, he said, I met 37 ladies in a span of 2 years. And number 35 ang naging asawa niya. Kasi pasobra pa siya. Balik. Kasi meron nga siyang Excel file, darling.
So, in order to be able to have choices, what is it that you have to do? The answer there is that you need to flirt. Whether lalaki ka o babae, di ba? Now, flirting usually parang pangit yung connotation, di ba?
Karingking ka raw.
Yan, oo.
Alembong ka.
Alembong ka, di ba?
Sa Cebuano, napaka-pangit pakinggan pa.
Cebuano,
Nakalimutan ko na. Pero may nagsabi nga, so we need to flirt.
But, and we want you to change your attitude towards flirting as something bad, but rather as a means to an end. A legitimate means to a legitimate end, which is to have choices so that you can find that right person. The important thing, though, is to flirt with finesse. Okay, hindi yung magaspang, dapat with finesse. And the operational definition for finesse is to be able to send the message to that candidate that, I want to explore a relationship with you, but you're doing it in a manner that is deniable.
Okay.
Diba? Yung mga, nagpapatulong lang naman ako sa'yo, tapos sobra ka nang mag-interpret.
Yung isang kaibigan natin, ako lumalakad at nandyan yung kanyang crush, yung nakipag-flirt. Naku, pinagsak niya lahat yung mga gamit niya. Still works. And he helped. So, it caught his attention. And yan nga, to connect long enough to send a message that, hey, I'm alive, I'm here.
Okay. So that's the purpose of that's the purpose for flirting, to send that message.
Yep.
But to send it with finesse.
Kasi iba, kilala ka ba? Ayoko nga, nagtatago ko. Paano ka makikilala?
Yeah. Paano ka makikilala, di ba?
Oh.
So, pagka magpapakilala ka, you also have to make sure na magpakilala ka in a place na, well, we call them a target-rich environment.
Like this community of the singles here in your feast group. How many couples already, eventually got married and found the love of their life in this group? So,
So
this
kung
is a
halimbawa,
target-rich environment.
kung halimbawa, very important core value para sa yung spirituality, the feast is a good place to be.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
Kung halimbawa, yung sister-in-law ko, yung kapatid ni Maribel, no? At 50, naghahanap siya ng partner, no? Sabi, saan ako makakahanap ng taong matalino, na may ambisyon, may sinasabi sa buhay? Mag-enroll kaya ako dito sa MBA program. MBA siya. Yan. Pagkatapos, pag may siya nakita, yayain niya, sama ka dito sa grupo namin.
Group share.
Kasi mga group project. Okay? So, looking for a target-rich environment, no? Well, we put in a few things there. Some things that are worth remarking on and therefore remarkable. Pagka nag-organize kayo ng the feast, no?
Volunteer ka na sa registration.
Volunteer ka sa registration table. Kasi doon sa registration table, lahat ng tao dadaan dyan, di ba? O pagkatapos, hindi lang dadaan dyan, pero magsusulat ng kanyang contact number,
email address.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a good place to be. And then pagka halimbawa, you think na, okay itong tao na to, then you say, can I show you to your seat? Yan. Diba?
Ngayon, wala tayong,
Wala ngayon eh.
Pero meron pa rin activities eh. So, and there is some sort of registration. Be creative. Like the weddings. I know now the weddings are small, but the idea there is social events. If you look at our list here, different social events. My brother met his wife in a children's party. Okay? Funeral. Bakit nandiyan funeral, darling?
Mga funeral. Actually, funerals are better than weddings.
Yes, kasi ang funeral, umiikot ka, lumalakad ka na,
Sa wedding, you're stuck to the table, naka-assign ka, di ba? Pero sa funeral, di ba? Pwede ka umikot-ikot, di ba? Tutulong ka, kukunin mo yung cornix, tsaka yung kape, sabi mo, kumain ka na ba, di ba?
Yung anak ko nga, minsan sabi niya, wow, ma'am, it works. I meet new people in the funeral. Sabi ko, oo. Kasi iba't ibang edad yung mga, di ba, pupunta.
Pero just make sure na kilala mo talaga yung namatay. And you have to arrange your schedule.
Ay, nako. Alam mo, ang problema ng marami nakikita ko, at least I've met, Maribel, pagkatapos ng work, uwi na ako. Paano yung time to flirt, time to meet people? Kaya, but of course, this pandemic has limited it, but see, you still have to find a way how to make friends and connect. My mother needs me. Tell your mother you need to make time to meet other people. Or you have to put a limit and you have to ask your other siblings to help out also. We don't make time, we will have a harder time to find one. Kakatok na lang yan sa pintuan natin. Di, subukan mo. Kung kakatok na si Prince Charming.
Proactive. Yan, di ba? Dapat proactive tayo.
So, paano mag-flirt, darling?
Okay, now, in flirting, no? Well, syempre, you want to initiate the connection, di ba? And whether you're the guy or the girl, okay, you can actually initiate the connection. And, itong mga opening lines, di ba? Yung mga opening lines na...
Sana kung dito, after the session, kung lumabas kayo o nag-breakout rooms, then you can say, uy, ano yung sinabi ni Doc Allan? Hindi ko naintindihan yung sinabi niya doon. Pakipaliwanag.
Yung mga opening lines sa pangit, di ba? Yung mga, hi, are you Wi-Fi? Kasi I'm feeling a connection. Yung mga ganon klase yung mga opening lines. Hindi
Saan mo na ko yan, darling? Cute ko.
Hindi maganda yan. Ha? Kasi masyadong obvious. Ha? Ang dapat dito, yung konektado sa activity. Diba? So, halimbawa, na-seminar ka, tapos sabihin mo, nakuhan mo ba? Then you manage to sit beside your target, okay? Sabi mo, ano nga ba yung sinabi ni Doc Allan at ni Maribel? Yan, di ba? Tapos pagka nag-notes yung, ang ganda naman ng notes mo, pwede pa-kopya naman. Okay? So, pagka connected to the activity, finesse yan. It's an opening now to be able to, it's an opening to be able to send your message. Okay? Now, once you've made that opening line and you're talking already, then you want to deepen the connection. And the best way to deepen the connection is to get the person to talk about himself.
Talk
Or
about the
herself.
family, ilang kayo, and di ba, sino yung mabait doon, sino yung sinisilbi. You will get a lot of information
Yan, oo.
about the
And
other
you
person.
have to be affirming, di ba? Kasi pagka-affirming ka, yung totoong affirming, hindi binabola, pagka-affirming ka, lalong magkukwento yan sa'yo. Then that's more information.
Affirming, like, sarap mo naman magkwento, or parang nakakatuwa ka magkwento, or whatever you notice about the person. Walang bolahan, ha?
And if, for example, mukhang promising yung candidate, di ba? Then you want to give your candidate an opportunity to meet you again.
Yeah.
Yan. And this is whether you're a guy or a girl. Di
Uh-huh.
ba? Okay, and you got, the important thing is to have a legitimate reason for meeting again. Oh, so, ano ba magandang topic?
Alin?
Pairam ng notes mo.
Tapos magkita tayo, ha?
Soli ko sa'yo bukas doon. Doon tayo sa Starbucks magkita. Yan, di ba? Okay, so there's an opportunity to meet again. Okay?
Right. So, your dream relationship, does that start when you meet a partner? You have to start now, make yourself really a attractive person, prepare your script, your lines. You want to eventually get married one day. So, we have to manage that one now. And we want a happy ending here. So, we want to continually learn how to...
Payat natin.
pa yung puting buhok na to, and our 3 grown-up children there. So we wish you this great relationship, and we're ready now. So thank you so much, and we're ready for the open forum. Didoy and Pat, that's Aryan, no? Stop sharing.
Hello po! Hi!
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah! Awesome!
Maliwanag.
Grabe po! Sobrang salamat sa mga shinare nyo. Si Doc Allan at si Miss Maribel. Sobrang specific. Ang ganda. As in, actionable po yung inyong mga binigay na tips. So, yung mga singles, binabasa ko po yung mga comment nila sa ating comment section. Nagno-notes daw po talaga sila.
So, lesson talaga to 101 on dating.
Yan na, tapos sabihin mo, pakopya ng notes.
Meron din po dito mga nagsasabi na, okay, tatambay na ako sa mga lamay from now on. Mag-funeral crasher na lang daw po sila. Okay, so sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin or sa mga kaka-join lang, hello and good evening. This is our singles gathering in God. Here with us is Dr. Allan and Miss Maribel Dionisio, husband and wife, experts on relationships and preparing couples also. So, ayan, nabasa ko na kanina yung katutak na credentials nila. At kung nakinig kayo dun sa kanilang talk proper, ay, grabe, sobrang helpful. So, kung hindi nyo naumpisahan, pwede nyo itong panoorin ulit later on during the rebroadcast or after the live session. So, ngayon po, tayo ay pupunta sa ating mga Q&A. Dahil nagtanong po ako sa mga singles kanina at meron po silang mga ipinadalang tanong. Okay lang po ba?
Sure.
Ayan, sige po. Tayo ay mag-umpisa. So, first question. Pandemic po ngayon. Is dating still relevant? Mahalaga pa rin po ba ang dating or ang paghahanap ng love life kahit na ang dami ng ganap sa mundo? Ano pong recommendations nyo?
Of course, nako. We are
you
created to
you might just survive, di ba? If you do, then it will still be important to find someone.
Yeah. To love and be loved is part of our DNA. So the question maybe is how, di ba? And it's good you are part of a singles group. I don't know what activities you have. Kung sana, mag-breakout rooms tayo dito. So create an activity where you can do breakout rooms because I understand you don't know each other. And you just talk about what we talked about. Di ba? And then you, umikot-ikot sana kayo na iba-ibang rooms na papalitan yung mga members of that room.
Nakikinig po ang ating mga singles ministry heads. So, ayan, tinitake down notes daw po nila yan at pwede yan. Pwede po yung i-arrange. Pahabol po ni Steph, tips daw po on flirting. Paano po kung dahil online lang tayo or work from home, through chat or through online, paano po ba kaya mag-flirt carefully and cautiously habang online?
Here now, of course, you dress up. Like yan, no? Si Aryan, ang ganda ng color niya. Very attractive na fuchsia. Di ba? So, bright colors, hindi naman kailangan magpa-makeup or magpa-salon. Hindi naman tayo pupunta sa salon. But you have to know your strengths in terms of your physical traits. And alam ko marami ginagawa ng singles, pinapakilala na, oy, I will introduce you to my friend. You just talk over Zoom or Messenger.
Mm.
So, your smile, the way you talk, di ba? That's how, maybe it's not so much as flirting, but showing your strengths also. Kasi, syempre, limited ang flirting pag dalawa lang kayo. O masyado. Group in the Zoom, pero mahirap pa rin medyo makita. Kung mga 4 kayo siguro.
Somebody actually asked it. So, this flirting, can't you just go straight to it? Di ba?
Hey, I like you!
Yan. And the answer is, yeah, sure, pwede rin, di ba? Pwede rin naman. If you find a person who's also straightforward, di okay lang. Like, for example, di ba, you see Mario and Vicky Bautista.
Oh, yeah.
Good friends of ours. They met at a discotheque. Disco pa ang tawag nila doon.
Wow.
Then shortly after that, she had to leave for the US. Kasi she was going to study. Ang ginawa ni Mario, sabi niya, I like you. And then I'd like to get to know you better. And by the way, I saw this questionnaire
about relationship,
and I answered it. And you answered it also. Yun, very direct, di ba? At kung direct din naman yung kausap mo, why not?
Meron ako isang kilala. Kasi nga, hindi magkita. To introduce himself, he gave his resume to the girl.
Oh.
Yeah. And si girl, nagulat siya, and then they took at it, they had to try the correspond, and they eventually got married. See, giving information about yourself and then talking about it is still there with us today. Pasalamat nga tayo, may Zoom tayo, maraming platform, okay?
Safe ka pa.
Kaya i-prepare nyo na yung PDF, mag-PDF kayo ng mga credentials, mag-prepare ka ng PowerPoint presentation. After
you show your talent. You show your talent habang nag-zoom. Kung marunong ka kumanta, or kung marunong ka mag-bake, ipadala mo sa kanya, palalamove mo sa kanya. Diba?
Good tips. Kaya love na love ko tong ating speakers. Very specific talaga at actionable ang kanilang mga binibigay na paya. So singles, please listen. And hindi pa tayo tapos, so please tag your friends. Marami pa tayong pwedeng gawin dito. Okay. Ngayon naman po, mapunta tayo dun sa mga iba pang tanong ng ating mga singles. Medyo tatalon-talon po tayo ng topic, pero ito ang mga pressing questions nila. Okay. How can you show support and care during this pandemic to your significant other? How do you stay top of mind or relevant to him or her despite everything that's going on? Dahil pandemic po, siguro napakaraming bagay-bagay na parang, paano mo ba mapapanatiling ang romance ninyong dalawa kung meron kang karelasyon?
Okay, kung may karelasyon ka na, simulan mo na sagutin nyo yung love language. Okay, the 5 love languages, you can do that online, developed by Jim Tool together with Gary Chapman, so that it will help you know what is it that your partner wants to receive, that your partner will feel loved and cared for. There are 5 love languages. Alam mo ba, Aryan, love language ng asawa mo? Kailangan sagutin mo.
Ano po? Touch.
Words
Kaya
of affirmation. Touch. Yes, touch is one. Acts of service, gifts, quality time. So, kung words of affirmation, pwede pa rin ibigay yan maski na may pandemic or hindi kayo nagkikita. Pwede kayo mag-text, gumawa ka ng PowerPoint, di ba? Padala mo sa kanya. Or quality time is yung kwentuhan nyo online.
Meron kayong protected time para mag-usap.
Meron akong alam, kasi they're in 2 different countries. May appointment sila. Every day at this time is for us. Every weekend at this time is for us. Okay? Protected time. Sacred time pa nga ang tawag ng iba.
Wow.
So, gifts, madali yung gifts, acts of service. Sa kwento nyo, ano bang kailangan yan na I'll help you look for, kailangan bang paayos na yung aircon ng kotse mo? Or kailangan ba ng a new dress or something, di ba? Or, it can just be a letter. A loving letter. If kung walang pera, there are many ways of showing your love and care, even if you don't have money. Sa Valentine's, maghanap ka na ng mga, ano ba yung mga may flowering, the blue,
Blue magic.
Meron yung, maraming mga bulaklak dyan na makukuha mo.
Ay, sa umitas na lang kayo. Why not?
Oh, and send it way before February 14. Gusto mo.
Mura pa. Mura pa siya before February 14.
Starting tomorrow, magpadala ka na, di ba? 13 days to Valentine. Yeah.
Salamat po, sakto yan dahil tinatanong din ni Desiree Del Rosario, isa sa ating viewers, yung tungkol sa LDR couple. So, natuhog niyo po yun. Sakto ang inyong advice. Thank you so much for that. Another question po from one of our viewers. Question, good evening po. Kung ang men po ay problem solvers at women ay comforters, paano po namin magagampanan better ang responsibility sa isa't isa? Does this mean men need to be comforters din para po maging okay ang relationship?
The answer there is, whatever it is your partner needs, yan ang bigay mo. Diba? Kung comfort yan kailangan ng partner mo, huwag ka mag-problem solve, mag-comfort ka. Diba? Pero kung problem solving ang kailangan, yan ang bigay mo. Ang problema lang kasi is, usually, we give to the other person what we like rather than what he or she likes. Diba? So, kung mahilig ka sa libro, magbibigay ka ng libro. Pero hindi naman libro ang gusto niya.
Kaya pala libro lagi binibigay mo sa akin.
Yan, nagbago na ako.
So,
ako na, siguro binibigay sa kanya. So, we have to know the needs of our partner. And we cannot say, hindi ako marunong dyan. That's part of, di ba, yung 3 stages of love, yung authentic love. We stretch ourselves for our partner because our partner will feel loved and cared for.
Pati dyan sa love language, ha? Okay? So, kung halimbawa, mahilig ka sa touch ang bibigay mo dun sa kanya, dun sa partner mo. Eh, hindi naman touch ang gusto niya eh. Di ba? Gusto niya gifts.
Ako, gifts, darling.
So, magbigay ka ng gifts. No? Huwag ka magbigay ng touch kasi yan ang gusto niya. Yan ang kailangan niya. Marami
kasi sa relasyon, pinipilit nila. Kasi siguro yun ang alam mo at yun ang comfort level mo. But we have to get out of our comfort level.
Ganda niyan. So guys, make sure na alam nyo kung ano ang love language ng inyong kapartner and wag tayong ma-stuck daw dun sa kung ano men are like this, women are like this. Yeah. So go specifically so kung ano yung kailangan ng partner mo at that moment. Wow. Yes. Thank you so much po. Okay, meron po tayong nagtatanong dito kanina earlier. May mga nakaka-chat ako through dating apps. Naku, marami po tayo niyan ngayon, lalo na pandemic. Pero, bigla na lang, hindi sila nagre-reply. Paano po ba iwasan ng mag-ghost? At paano po ako hindi i-ghost ng mga ka-chat ko? How do I deal with it?
Alam mo, ghosting is not within your control. Diba? So, ipasa-Diyos mo yung ghosting.
The next candidate ka na.
Focus on what you can control, which is, that you come across as authentic, na nagsasabi ka lang, hindi ka nagkukunwari, di ba? And then, remember, kasi ito yung problema, pagka masyado mong dinidibdib yan, na, hindi na ako tinatawagan, parang you take it personally, and then your self-esteem goes down. You have to take the attitude that, if, for example, things don't work out, it's not you. It's just not the right match.
It's not the right match, then therefore move on to the next candidate.
Yeah, move on to the next. Diba?
Tama. Ayan. So guys, take note of that. Okay. Kanina po nabanggit natin yung mga usapan na finances, getting to know stage and everything. May nagtatanong po from one of our brothers, kailangan ba talaga na financially stable ang magiging partner mo? Hindi lang yung tipong merong good job or stable job. As in, siguro ang tinatanong po niya dito, kailangan ba talaga tipong may savings na siya at all set na siya for the future? bago ka mag-yes sa isang guy? I'm guessing kasi isa po siyang brother.
Well, you have to know what lifestyle you like and what is the lifestyle this person can offer, and you have to talk about it. Makikita mo naman yan eh. Sa first year, saan ka ba dinadala? Sa mamahalin na restaurant
Sa Jollibee.
or sa Jollibee lagi, di ba? So, yun ba yung kaya niya or kasi yun ang value? Yun ang gusto niya. Di ba? Simple. So, it's not so much as how much you have, but ano ba ang gusto mo? At kung interesado ka kasi sa taong to, pag-usapan nyo. Di ba? Yes, savings important and financial, a certain, at the minimum, I tell the couples, you want to live on your own. So, do you have money to rent? Because renting is going to protect your privacy and prevent in-laws, parents, problems. Okay?
Right.
Do you have, and then you plan your children and you want to avoid long distance relationship after marriage. Okay? You want to be in the same city, in the same house every night. So that is the importance of financial planning that you have to do, because being an OFW is really has helped many families, but marriages are not for long distance. It's
Right,
very
right.
risky. Very risky. Okay?
Ay, ganda. Thank you so much po. Nasusure ko na nanonood ang brother natin na nagtanong nito. Nandito siya sa paligid. Ngayon po, merong nagtatanong. Ito ay isang single na currently on the lookout for a partner, potential partner. So ang kanya pong tanong, which qualities or characteristics of a man or woman should you watch out for? Ano yung dapat pag nakita mo, oops, red flag yan. So, dahil na kanina nabanggit nyo na po yung mga bagay na, yan, things to look for. Ngayon naman po, pahingi ng sample ng mga red flags?
Okay. Yung isang sample ng red flag.
Ayaw ipakilala yung pamilya niya.
Ayun. At kung isang kasing kaibigan, wala kang nakikilalang kaibigan. Di ba? Red flag yun. May tinatago yun. At saka yung hindi ka pinapupunta sa bahay niya or sa office or sa, di ba? Parang keeping you away from his private life. That is one of the red flags there. And of course, tapos meron iba naman, they want to pull you away from your family and friends. Parang corner, binabakuran, tawag namin doon, binabakuran, because they don't like other people to influence you. So that if he will do something bad, and many of them do something bad later on, parang, I'm distant already or detached from my family or from my friends. Diba? So, hindi ka mapapaniwalaan. And you want to introduce your friends to this new boyfriend or girlfriend to your friends so they can help you meet up. Now, kung ayaw niya makipagkilala, ay nako. Ayaw niyang sumama, question yun. Baka may tinatago na naman siya. Hindi pwede yung shy. Maski na shy ka, sumama ka pa rin. Because your friends and family can help you assess this person. And of course, you want to know, kung pwede lang parang yung sa banko, di ba, may credit investigation. Sa background mo, dapat ganun din. Lalo kung walang common friends. Kasi kung minsan wala kang common friends
Then the other one is, yung katulad ng sinabi kanina, don't go looking for a quarrel, but if you do quarrel, pay attention. Kasi doon mo makikita kung paano siya magalit, paano siya mag-away, and can you take that, di ba? And can you also, kasi fighting well is an important adult marital skill. Yung fighting well na may nararating, may maganda, yung nag-uusap kayo, kahit galit kayo, you're able to find some way to be able to meet each other's needs. If you fight that way, that's great. Pero parang if the fighting results in a very unsatisfactory ending, especially if it happens several times, then you see a pattern.
Yung red flag, sabi rin ni Harley, love busters.
Love busters.
B-U-S-T-E-R. Pag
Mhm.
nagagalit ba siya, is it an angry outburst? Yung sobrang grabe, di ba? Kumisan, may mga lumilipad na gamit, o kaya talagang parang feeling mo, you get so scared kasi
Mhm.
nakakatakot magalit yung taong to. That's why, usually, itong mga angry people, some will show their form of anger in the first year. Some can take the second or third year. So, that's why, or selfish demands. Parang siya, ako lang. Very, lagi yung sarili niya. That's why this one is over time, makikita mo kung selfish siya, disrespectful.
Siyempre, first, hindi mo na siya ganyan, di ba?
Oo.
Sa simula, hindi siya ganyan.
Good boy at good girl yan. Tsaka syempre, dishonesty about information, about, not to mention about affairs. Sabi nga nung iba once that a person has an affair, dapat ba? Well, you have to really take a look what he did after that affair did and what caused it. And was there repair done together with a professional, because that might be a red flag already. It is a red flag, actually.
Kapag yung nag-cheat na in the past.
Yes.
Paano po pag hindi sinabi? Paano kapag, although paano mo malalaman? Pero parang nakarating sa'yo pero hindi sinabi before. Mas lalo ng red flag po pala siguro yung malamang.
Oo, di ba?
Di tanungin mo siya, di ba? Hindi niya sinabi sa'yo, di tanungin mo siya. Tingnan natin kung forthcoming siya o magsisinungaling siya.
O, di pag nagsinungaling na siya, naku, di another red flag yun.
So, wait, halimbawa, wala kayong masyadong common friends. Paano
Dapat-
po
dapat
nyo
kabulin.
mag-verify yung information na, kunwari, hindi, wala talaga, single ako, wala akong asawa, wala akong anak. Or, kunwari, ito yung trabaho ko, dito ako nag-aral, etc. So, pwede po, paano ba i-sleuth out yung mga information?
Facebook, mag-hire ka ng detective.
Tingnan mo yung mga social media post niya.
Oo, pwede rin yun.
So, kapag ayaw po kayong i-add, kunwari, hindi, wala akong Facebook, ganyan. Hindi,
Nako,
so, sign po ba yun?
delikado. Hindi mo na nga kilala, tapos wala ka pang... Kasi
pero ako, ayoko mag-Facebook eh.
May asawa ka na, darling. Okay
Meron
lang.
akong Facebook. May Facebook page ako. Pero may mga tao talagang ayaw. So, pero social media is generally used nowadays.
Meet the friends, and then that's why maybe you have to extend the relationship longer, and yung iba kinukorner kagad mag-asawa para nun hindi nahuhuli, di ba? So you be careful about that, and that's why get your friends. Yung friends na gagawin mong kasama mo sa entourage mo, yan, sila ang tutulong sa'yo to help find out. We say that's why courtship and dating is a testing period. You really need to pass the test. If you allow him to pass and you know he failed, sino may kasalanan nun? Si God? Hindi na siguro si God yun, no? So, we need to use our head here, and then we have to pray together. But we have to use our head first. God gave us our brain to use.
Tama. Amen. Meron po tayong follow-up question dito from one of our sisters. Totoo po ba yung love is blind? Kasi nakita ko po sa ibang mga tao, kahit halata na yung red flags, sige pa rin, give chance pa rin. Kumbaga, kaso later on sa life, lalo na if they marry each other, ayun, martyr na lang sa isa't isa. Let's say, yung babae, may mga, ayaw kasi niya ng divorce dahil syempre po bawal sa Catholic faith. Pero paano yun? Naniniwala po ba kayo sa ganyan? Hanggang saan po ba ang pagtitiis? Or paano po natin i-handle yung gana? Okay, nakikita mo yung red flags kaso love mo na siya. Paano na po yun?
Na-attach ka na.
Na-fall ka na, na-fall.
Yeah. You have to talk about these things. Kasi yung tiis na yan, sinasabi ko sa mga mag-asawa, may hangganan yan eh. Sige, makakatiis ka ng yung 5 years, lalo na this younger generation, wala, kung minsan 3 years lang tiis, sumusuko na. Yung generation ng parents nyo at lola nyo, kaya nila mga 25 years, 30 years, okay? But these younger ones, that's why we want you ready and prepared from the beginning. Because one, the tiis is actually, what you call that, shorter. Plus the differences, we can work it out by negotiating and talking about it.
Right.
So, you want to, ano yung sabi mo, darling, about sacrifice and suffering?
Yes. So, parang pain in life, pain is inevitable.
We will feel pain in relationships, di ba?
But
That's
when
part
you
of it.
but when you suffer, you're actually a volunteer.
Oh, ganda.
So how do you avoid being a volunteer? You talk about the pain. I'm pained because you are spending so much. Or I'm pained because you come home late and I am doubting you. You have to talk about it. Huwag niyong iba-band-aid.
But I think, I think the Catholic Church also acknowledges, di ba, that there are marriages that weren't meant to be.
Mm.
There are marriages that should end, and that mechanism they have is annulment.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Pagkatapos, and even if, for example, there are marriages that don't qualify as annulment, well, you have a pope right now who acknowledges that couples who are separated or couples na who have found a new person in spite of having been married before, while it is not something that is approved of, parang we have a God who is also compassionate, diba?
Ah.
And recognizes that these people, they're still children of God. They still need community.
Yeah. Because there's a percentage there also in my practice na they did many of these right things, really. Then meron talagang natago yung isa or about the brokenness or the past negative experience that is just too much for the marriage, that it hurts the marriage. It kills the marriage, so to speak. Okay? And that's why we're out here sharing with all of you already
How to prevent it.
how to prevent
Yeah,
it.
before you get there.
Yes. So yeah, there are things that we need to work on about ourselves, our brokenness. Fix it today. All right.
Amen, amen. Speaking of community po, we would like to take this time to say thank you to our friends who are sending stars. Hi guys, star givers. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the ministry. All right. So, and makonect po natin ulit sa community and people around us. Meron tayong viewer at actually offline din may nagtanong sa akin nito. Paano po ba maalis sa friend zone? Nako, marami pong makaka-relate dito. Halimbawa, meron kang friend or barkada or kakilala mo na you have romantic feelings for, gusto mo sana i-pursue. Paano ko ba mawawala sa paningin niya bilang friend lang? Specifically for this instance, kung girl ka, kunwari. If you're a girl, you like somebody you know, how will you make them see you in a different light and get you out of the friend zone?
Well, you try some of those tactics of flirting with finesse, but what might help is you look for a bridge. You look for a friend who will kind of find out and be your, will investigate, gather data. Do you like her? Do you?
And will gently and discreetly
Say,
bring up the idea that maybe
bakit kayo?
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you can be more than friends. But again, you see, you also have to give the guy a deadline.
And yourself.
Diba? You can't wait forever.
Mhm.
And that's also the reason why it's important to cultivate multiple gardens.
Ooh, cultivate multiple gardens. Paano po yan?
We're not let me be clear. I'm not saying have multiple boyfriends at the same time.
Multiple friends.
have multiple possible
Candidates.
candidates whom you are, and you are cultivating these relationships, diba? So if one doesn't pan out, then there are the others. You don't feel so bad.
I've had cases, I told them, tell this girl you're interested in that you are cultivating, ginamit niya yung phrase, cultivating multiple gardens. And you tell the girl you should do the same, cultivate also multiple gardens. And in the end, you look for the one that will really match. If it's us, if it's somebody else, diba? So there's no, you're not hiding. Hindi naman to yung babaero or kaya playboy or hindi. It is really about giving yourself choices and to choose the one based on your qualifications.
And you want to get away from the idea that there's only one person meant for me.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually, Kwana, there's probably a range of people with whom you can have a great relationship.
Tama.
And you're looking for one person there in that spectrum. And then you can work on that. Parang for those of you who like to read The Little Prince, diba? Dami-dami roses, diba? That he could have had a relationship with, but it was this one rose whom he had invested time with.
Yeah.
So ganun din.
Ganda.
You look for that person who you can invest time with, who's willing to invest time with you also.
Ganda. Thank you po. So kung ikaw ay ayaw niya, listen sa friend zone, okay lang, hanap ka ng iba. Wala namang, huwag tayong matrap lang sa isang tao na ayaw naman ibalik. Marami pa dyan. Find your garden. Thank you so much. Okay, kanina po may napag-usapan natin yung acts of service. May nagtatanong, sample of acts of service po for LDR, nabanggit to ng ating speakers kanina, like if meron silang kailangan, help them research or send them something. Ayan, so pwede natin yung i-review later on. Meron po tayo dito from one of our viewers asking for a friend. What if you're dating someone but then he has a very bad past? Is that a deal breaker? Or for example, you're dating someone who already has a child from a previous relationship. Thank you po. Great content. All right.
In both cases, get to know each other really well and talk about the past if you've heard about it. And yep, I'm sure you have also a past. And what did he do with his past? Has he learned from it? And that's why go through marriage preparation seminars and intrapersonal journey or the healing of the inner child. Kasi sometimes a bad past is not caused by you yourself. It's also because of how we were brought up. And we do not
Right.
choose the family we belong to. But fix it first. Do not say, ganun talaga, kailangan tanggapin. Tatanggapin ko. Pero see, one value all of us, all of our listeners here should have is that we are growth-oriented. We want to be the better version of Ariane, the better version of Maribel. So there's so much growth that can happen, but it requires courage and, of course, humility. So that's why prayers are needed there more to help us be the best version of ourselves.
Thank you. Speaking of being the best versions of themselves, meron tayong nagtatanong, 40s na po siya, babae po ito. Pahingi naman po ng dating tips for someone who is already in their 40s.
Alam mo, pareho lang, 25, 35, 60, the same. Okay? Go out there. Baka hindi siya lumalabas ng bahay. Yung iba kasi, hindi lumalabas ng bahay noon or hindi nakikipag... So go to a group, stay away from the married people. Stay with the singles. And baka, di ba itong singles group nyo, meron kayong singles in different geographical areas?
Yes po. Sa mga iba't ibang feasts, may singles ministry.
O di umikot ka. Pag wala ka nang nakilala doon sa, kunyari sa Green Hills, lumipat ka na doon sa MOA. Kung wala pa doon sa MOA, lumipat. Di ba? Umikot kayo kasi...
Tama, mamiesta ka.
Mamiesta ka.
The feast is already giving you an opportunity, but you have to do your part of attending. And then kung nakilala mo na lahat yung doon sa grupo mo, di sabihin nyo sa elders, Didoy, dapat you allow them to move to another place. Kasi para may makilala. now we can do that all by Zoom, di ba? Kunyari, the Indians people will meet the Kainta or whatever to meet each other. Just talk.
Ganda po niyan. So, tayo ay dumayo kapag wala na pong pandemic. Or kung kahit feast at home, ayan, madali po dahil feast at home tayo ngayon. Manood kayo ng mga ibang feast at home as well. Tapos, sumali kayo sa mga pa-activities nila.
Arian, ang pwede mo lang gawin, magtambiolo ka of all the single names. Iyan mo lang. Di ba? A bowl for men, a bowl for women. And then you just, at random, you just link them. And let them talk. Bahala sila 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. And then you offer them different people, di ba? 10, 20. Ang laki ng grupo nyo, di ba? 100.
Opo, marami-rami yan.
So it's a matter of systematically getting to know more people. You might just find the right one. Target-rich environment na ang feast group.
Tama. Sabi nga kanina, let's be strategic. Gamitin natin ng strategy ang paghahanap ng the one. Shoutout nga pala sa Feast Ermita. Ayan, may pa-emoji si Feast Ermita. Tingin-tingin, keep your eyes peeled.
Mag-volunteer sila, tutulong sila dyan sa madaling logistics lang ngayon. Walang gastos yan eh. You just need to get the names of the people who are willing to meet new friends from the different feast groups na single.
Amen. Meron po tayo ditong isang question na alam ko marami rin ang makaka-relate dito. Ang sabi po niya, parang hindi na po ata uso ngayon ang konsepto ng panliligaw. Going out and dating na lang usually, diretso na agad. What are your thoughts on the concept of panliligaw? Uso pa ba to? Kailangan pa ba siya?
Hindi pa ligaw din yun, yung going out?
Kasi po minsan, diretso, like nowadays, kunwari, you meet through the app. Tapos, tagi, coffee tayo. Tapos, nagko-coffee na sila, nagmo-movie, kakain, madalas. Pero, parang hindi siguro nagsasabi ng clear intentions or hindi nila alam kung saan patungo. Yan. So, paano po ba? Kailangan ba sasabihin pa na nililigawan kita? Or gusto ko maging jowa? Pag ganun? Paano po ba?
Kailangan. Do not assume anything. Kasi pag walang sinabi yung lalaki, wala yun. Kailangan may memo kung pwede, no? So at a certain point, you have to ask, where is this relationship going? What does this mean?
Yeah, and for the ladies, don't be afraid to ask that question at some point.
Yeah.
Diba?
So, paano po namin i-bring up yun? Paano nagde-date na kami? Paano ko po sasabihin na, uy, teka, parang kami na ba o hindi? Ba't parang kami na, pero hindi pa naman. Paano ko po sasabihin, kunwari?
After about what? 1 month, 2 months?
Siguro po, 2 months, kunwari.
Diba?
2 months.
Kung 2 months, usually every day yan or 5 days a week. So, you can just say, you're a special friend. You can start like that. Then, tingnan mo kung anong sagot niya na sasabihin. But at certain point, you just have to be... Sometimes the other one needs help to open the line. Diba? But you have the risk also. Ganun talaga.
Be brave.
Yeah. Tsaka dapat your self-esteem has to be okay.
That's why work on our self-esteem. That is the one that will help us be happy and be able to move on, ask the questions nicely. And if we get hurt, we can stand up.
Tama. Parang, ang sabi nga ng mga kids these days, kailangan mag-DTR na kayo. Define the relationship. Tapos, ganda po nung tip nyo, be ready to walk away kapag walang pupuntahan ito. Goodbye.
It is his loss or her loss, not your loss.
Sabi po ni Cor, so what is this we're doing? I just want to be clear, Koya. Ayan, may pa-sample line pa siya dyan. Thank you. Ganda. Meron po tayo nagtatanong dito. So, is it all right for a girl to make the first move? Kunwari naman, hindi ka naman na friend zone at gusto mong magparamdam na, hey, I like you. Okay lang ba? Pwede po ba yun?
Well, if you have good self-esteem, pwede.
Simple. Ganun lang. Yes. Pwede. Okay. Paano po malalaman if he or she is the one daw and dapat na kayong magpakasal. Meron po bang senyales na, uy, ay, eto, game, siya na.
Darling.
Yung tatlo natin binanggit kanina, do you have similar core values?
Mhm.
Are you both emotionally mature? And did you spend enough time? You said minimum of 3 years. That despite the disillusionment, you still choose this person. But before you pop up the question, attend first Discovery Weekend or our Thinking of Marriage at the Love Institute to help you really make that decision. Very important, major decision in our life. Kasi gusto natin the one and only marriage that we will have. Buti pa ang trabaho, pwede ka mag-resign. Dito. Diba? Okay?
Yes po.
So,
Amen. Meron po tayong question from one of our viewers. Online dating apps, does it work? Ano pong pananaw nyo dito?
Alright.
Tinder, Bumble, Match,
Good
Coffee
question,
over
good question.
bagels.
Oo. Meron mga dating apps kasi na mga dating apps na talagang alam mo na they're looking for some action.
sex.
And usually they're looking for some sexual action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
But I think one good indicator that you're using a good dating app is when you are required to put in a lot of information about yourself.
Oh.
Yung,
So kasi 'di ba yung mga dating app lang na just a few words, 'di ba? Then picture mo, it really yan hindi seryoso yun, no? Parang tinitingnan lang yung kung gwapo ka, kung maganda ka, 'di ba? Kung type ko yung mukha mo, then that's the only basis. But there are some dating apps, some dating websites where you really have to invest some time in answering the questions, no?
Mhm.
We actually had this friend who she's in her 60s, no? And out of curiosity lang, she went to this dating website called Catholic Match.
Catholic Match. Okay po.
you check it out if it's still there.
And and she, ang daming mga tanong, no? Ang daming pa mga tanong na talagang tungkol sa simbahan, tsaka tungkol dun sa mga paniniwala mo.
Do you go to mass every Sunday? Do you go to confession? Di ba? Talagang detalye, grabe.
Of course, pwede mo i-fake yun, di ba? Okay? But interestingly, what happened was that there were three guys who were matched with her and who wrote her. And one actually came to the Philippines, no, to meet her.
Wow.
Now usually
Amazing.
pagka mga ibang dating apps na yan, di ba? They're coming for a honeymoon. Itong mga tao na to. Pero dito hindi, very honorable siya. Huh? So of course he wanted to see the Philippines. She was in Cebu, so he went there. And so she
Wow.
arranged to have to show him some of
Tour.
the
Yeah.
to
Pasyal.
go to a resort, di ba? Pero meron siyang chaperone.
At saka klaro, you don't stay in the same room.
Oh,
Diba?
and the guy was very honorable. Yeah, sure. Okay lang sa akin.
So the intention of really getting to know each other was there.
Oo.
As we say, ladies, do not use sex to corner your guy because you will not corner him that way. Be a nice person and be a companion. Yung mga nagsisex, nawawala ang partner afterwards. Mas mataas ang rate nun.
Oh. So kung ang 60 years old ay nakahanap ng match sa online dating, why not? And also po, pahabol fun fact lang to. Nasabi ko na to before pero ulitin ko lang. Si Marlon, ang aking asawa, kami nagkakilala through Tinder. Palakpak, Marlon!
Okay.
Saglit lang po kami nag-chat, tapos nanood kami ng sine. Tapos ang tip ko lang sa inyo guys, kung ano yung mga filters nyo and non-negotiables in real life, i-apply nyo rin doon. And sabi ni Brother Bo daw, don't date online. Date in the real world. Meet online,
Right.
pero date in the real world.
You can
Yeah.
meet online, but you have to date the real world and see the person. That's true.
Amen. Okay po, last two questions na tayo. Medyo, let's shift gears a little bit. Meron tayong nagtatanong, when deliberating on whether or not to push through with a relationship or not, how do we figure out if it's okay to grow together na or to grow separately na lang ba? And pahabol po dun, kung sakaling mauwi na sa breakup ito or hindi nagkatuluyan talaga, how will I know if I'm ready to try again? And start another one or find another one.
Yung first one first.
Sige po.
Well, I think doon sa una, if you find that there are certain issues that you cannot resolve,
Mhm.
that have to do especially with core values, then at the very least postpone. Don't walk into marriage na unresolved pa siya. Okay? I-resolve nyo na muna kung ganun kalaki yung issue. So that's usually the important, that's the pagka core value conflicts, that's
Parang tayo yun.
that's a red flag.
Yeah.
I-report mo na yan sa Department of National Defense. But that's one. No? Regarding the issue of loving again and moving on, you want to give yourself some time to heal, diba?
Usually about a year will be good. You can go out, but wag ka agad mag-boyfriend kasi baka rebound on the...
Maybe one criteria that you are healing is if you can remember it without pain, or the pain is less when you remember it. Then you know that you're healing already. Then you know it's possible that you're moving on.
Ay, ganda.
Right.
Yes po.
Kasi kung lagi kang nagkukwento doon sa mga friends mo about your pain, tapos yung prospective mong crush or candidate, yun laging kinukwento mo, syempre, he can or she can take only so much. So fix your broken heart first. So that you don't break the next, you don't get broken again with the next one by continually talking about your past love.
Meron po tayong pahabol, sorry. Paano po kapag nag-break na kayo, pero may feelings ka pa, at gusto mo pang i-try again? Paano po malalaman kung dapat pa bang subukan muli o babay na?
Well, it takes two to tango. Kung papayag din yung isa. Kasi kung ikaw lang, baka pinatatagalan mo lang yung paghihirap. Now, you can broach the idea, but you have to gauge kasi yung okay na yun, kung oo, or it's going to just prolong the heartbreak.
I think it's important to know why you broke up in the first place.
Right.
Kasi kung if you broke up because of a certain X factor that is still there, diba? Na hindi naman magbabago, edi what makes you think that things would be different? Diba?
And maybe for the singles, parang, I'm 35 na, I'm 40 na, may nahanap ako, dapat hindi ko papakawalan to. I hope
right.
you don't get married just because of a certain age, or you might be alone. You know, marriage can be heaven on earth, but it can also be hell. So you have to choose properly and get yourselves informed. So especially you have a target-rich environment here. Make use of this group. It's a matter of planning by the leaders how you can, maybe you'll meet, baka if you meet 40, 50 people, baka may mahanap ka dun. Sabi nung aking kaibigan nga, 37, di ba?
Tama po. So, by the way, kapag nagbalik na tayo sa normal at wala ng COVID, pag may love life retreat, pag hindi pa nakakapunta doon, sumali kayo doon. May mga success stories din tayo dyan. Even if hindi naman yun talaga agenda nila, may nagkakatuluyan doon paminsan. Sali kayo dyan.
Yeah.
Okay po. Last question for tonight. malapit na po ang Valentine's Day, ang February 14. Ano pong maipapayo nyo sa mga single para sa araw na ito?
Go out together, all the singles, have fun, give each other a bar of chocolate or Sunday pa naman yung Valentine's ngayon, ditong February 14. So, just Valentine's is being a lover. Doesn't have to be a romantic lover. You're a lover of life, lover of friends. So,
wow,
just enjoy.
Yeah, so enjoy February 14. But in your decision to marry this person, pay attention to all of the other days. See what he does when it's not Valentine's Day.
Right. Ay, grabe. So, thank you so much. Ang dami po naming natutunan ngayon. Specific, actionable things to work on, things to take note of, and mga legit na advice na pwedeng magamit ng lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon. So, sa mga singles, I hope that you guys took notes and you tagged your friends. If hindi pa, pwede nyo pa tong i-share sa kanila. Mapapanood pa rin nila tong video na to after this live stream. So, i-share nyo at itag nyo sila dito para mapanood nila. And grabe po, maraming nagko-comment sa atin na so much wisdom po ang na-share nyo at ang dami nila talagang natutunan sa session natin ngayong gabi. So, sa mga singles dyan, pakitype naman sa comment section ang inyong appreciation for our speakers. Say thank you and everyone takeaways nyo.
Yeah. Maybe I want them to know what is your takeaway? What is it that struck you tonight? They can
Pwede rin.
one-liner there. So that will be a gauge also for your leaders. What else that can be done for them?
Sige, gawin natin yan. So guys and girls who are still watching right now, please type your best takeaway for tonight. I'm sure marami, pero kahit isa lang. Ano yung mga tumatak sa'yo? Ano yung pinaka na-absorb nyo? At ano ang mga iuuwi mong baon mula sa talk natin ngayong gabi. By the way po, in the meantime, Sir Allan and Miss Maribel, meron po ba kayong ipo-promote? Paano po kayo hahanapin or i-reach at i-contact ng ating mga viewers?
Yeah, so I will better share that screen para it's all there.
Ayan. In the meantime, basahin ko po, sabi ni Ira, pay attention on other days. Aba, tama. Very good po yan.
Okay, so we have these books and ito yung details ng Love Institute. So they can go to the Facebook and if they want an appointment to review their relationship history. Sometimes it's good to look at your relationship history, what's good and what has gone wrong. Then these are our books on relationship. This yellow one is on this right side is I've been dating. So now what? And then itong thinking of marriage for those who are in a relationship. I don't know if I put here the table of contents. So these are other books that you want to look at. Yeah. So basically, these are the books, and they can also order from National Bookstore or from our office. Ayan yung price ng libro. So you're so lucky. We thank you for your all those beautiful questions. You're lucky to get more information. You're the information age, therefore make use of it to make your wise decision in a choice.
Amen. And, yes, and with that, we would like to say thank you po, Sir Allan, Doc Allan, and Miss Maribel Dionisio, ang ating power couple. Thank you so much for guiding all of our singles and even the newly married couples. We have learned so much today. Sabi nga po ni Eliza, for example, thank you. Staying in love is a hard work. Tapos tinag niya ang kanyang jowa. Nag-fist bump sila. Sabi ni Jindy, authentic love is to stretch oneself for the growth of the person you love. Sabi naman ni Rajami, love is a decision, not a feeling. Ay, napakarami. Last, sabi ni Jade, while we are looking for the one, let us also be the one and the right candidate.
Yeah.
Ay, grabe.
Yeah.
Doc Allan, Miss Maribel, thank you so much. May the Lord continue to bless you and your family, and may you be able to bless and share your knowledge with many, many more people for many, many more years to come. Thank you so much for gracing us tonight. We heart you. Virtual hug from all of us. Thank you. Take care and God bless. OMG. Guys, that was such an informative and educational session. Don't you agree? So please feel free to share this link to your friends and tag them. They can still watch even after we have ended the live session. Okay, grabe. Ang dami ko natutunan. I know you guys did as well. Okay, so before tayo umalis, a few announcements. Announcements. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Okay, so next Monday, meron tayong Singles Diaries, Your Story Matters. Tara at himayin natin at pag-usapan ng mga storya ninyo with Brother Dave and Sis Erica. Same time, 8 o'clock, same channel. Itong mga pages natin, please stay tuned. Exciting yan. And of course, we are asking you guys to be generous and help the ministry. Here are the different ways that you can give your love offering. Please feel free to take a screenshot or take a photo of these methods flashed on the screen. Your help will go a long, long way, and we pray that God will bless you more and more. Kidoki. And of course, narito ang ating schedule for Feast at Home Bay Area District. Sundays, we have our Feast at Home. Ayan, meron tayong Mass and Talk and Worship. Andyan yan sa Sunday session natin. Ito na yung mga oras natin, ang mga bagong oras. Mondays, meron tayong Singles Gathering in God with Doc Didoy at itong mga malupit na host natin dyan. Every Monday yan. Ito yan, you're watching it right now. And next week, meron ulit. Tuesdays, meron tayo for couples, Better Together, ang pangalan ng show na to. This one, si Brother JC Libira na yun nandun, at si Sis Reza Custodia Soriano. Maganda rin yan. That's tomorrow, happening tomorrow. Wednesdays, meron tayong Feast at Home for the youth. Ayan, 5 o'clock p.m., dalawang session yan. Yung isa is for the talks and the messages, and then party after with Brother Tony. Thursdays naman, ito, very popular din to, ang ating Biblia Konia, Lectio Divina, and Bible Study. Nandyan si Father Bob at si Father Michael. Blockbuster yan, be there. And of course, Fridays, we have our worship night. This is our TGIF, Tonight God is First. Ito ang ating Friday party. Iba-iba rin ang mga pakulo nila dyan. And of course, Saturdays, we have our Fast Talk, our Father and Son Talk Show with Brother Alvin Barcelona and Brother Ayo. May musika dyan, may mga learnings at may mga sharing. So, maganda rin panoorin yan. Abangan natin yan every Saturday, 5 o'clock p.m. Saya-saya. So, napakaraming mga palabas para sa inyo. Alright, this one now is our official communication lines. So, kung meron kayong mga katanungan, suggestion, or prayer intentions, or kung ano man, ito ang mga ways that you can reach us. Here are the ways. Facebook, Instagram, meron tayong hotline, at meron din tayong email address. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, brothers and sisters, anong petsa na? But still, thank you so much for hanging on and watching this show. It has been my pleasure to be your host. I hope that you learned a lot this Monday night. I'm sure I did. So I hope that you guys enjoyed our Monday singles gig. See you next time sa ating next singles gig, and for the rest of the Feast Bay Area District weekly district shows. My name is Ariana Stargalibao. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless. Bye, guys.